What's going on, and welcome. I'm Young Red Spade, and this is The Product. Again, welcome to The Product, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about understanding copyrights. But before we get into that, let's timestamp this episode with a little entertainment news. Congratulations to Wale, who signed a deal with Warner Brothers. Wale says, "This is an exciting step for me. I am thrilled to be with a company that is willing to showcase my artistry while supporting my entrepreneurial spirit. I felt their passion, their commitment, and enthusiasm from day one. They believe in my vision wholeheartedly, and I am ready to show and prove." Again, congratulations to Wale for signing his new deal with Warner Brothers Records. Also, May 17th marked the 28th anniversary of Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted. Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted will also be featured in one of our episodes of Bars, analyzing America's Most Wanted. And I have to say that 28 years ago, this album changed my life in a way I view hip-hop altogether. America's Most Wanted is one of those albums where you'll hardly ever hear anyone say they didn't like it. I think it was because there was nothing of its kind during this era, making Ice Cube captain of a genre that will evolve and open doors for many other artists. And lastly, while we're on the topic of the legend, earlier this week, tickets for the Big Three went on sale. Of course, Allen Iverson would not be participating. The first tip-off began June 22nd, and the final game is set on August 24th. All right? Now, that's today's entertainment news. Now, let's get into the subject at hand, understanding copyrights. Now, many understand the importance of copyrights, but they don't truly understand their rights. Now, to begin, I hear artists say all the time, I have to get my song copywritten, or I have to get copyrights for my song. Both of these statements shows how much the individual may know about copyrights, because copyrights isn't something you acquire. It's something you already have. It's similar to civil rights. You don't register for civil rights. You pretty much already have it, because your intellectual creations belong to you. And to ensure that they are not stolen by anyone, you have to register them as being the owner of the copyright with the Copyright Office. Now notice I said the Copyright Office and not the Copyrights Office. It's because the Copyright Office does not offer copyrights, but to register you as the copyright owner, again, to protect you. And you don't have to wait to receive it in the mail to be protected. So the question is, when is your music protected? Your music is protected technically as soon as you send it in the mail and it receives that timestamp from the United States Post Office, your local United States Post Office, all right? As soon as you send in a PA form, which is for your lyrics, which stands for performing arts, or SR form, sound recording form. Now, a sound recording form can actually include your music with your lyrics, while a PA form could only have your lyrics, okay? So once you send it to your United States Post Office, they will timestamp it with a date when they received it when you mailed it from your home. Now, that date will be voided when the Library of Congress receive it and place a barcode on your application. And that barcode has a serial number along with the date it was received, all right? Now, with that being said, that's when you are copyright protected officially, okay? Now, the Copyright Office is located in Washington, D.C. at the Library of Congress, in which each application costs $55. Now, if that's too steep at the time, you can always do a temporary fix, they call it the poor man's copyright, by mailing it to yourself and never opening it. You can't open it. Allowing the timestamp provided by your local post office to protect you. And then when you later get the funds, you can then send it off to the Library of Congress, along with the appropriate application, of course. All right, and that's how that thing actually works. And your rights as a copyright owner allows you to exclusively reproduce your music, all right, and perform them in the public, which in turn you can license your music to be reproduced with a mechanical license, or you can have it played in film and television using a synchronization license, also known as a sync license, okay, and allow it to be played or streamed on TV, radio, live concert, on the internet using a public performance license. All right, these are like 3 of the licenses that you will be using a lot. Okay, there's many other ways you can actually benefit from licensing your music. Just remember, you have to own the copyright. Listen, owning the copyright is what it's all about. The rest of it is just fluff. With your publishing, of course, your publishing company is going to seek the companies who's playing the music to retrieve your funds. But if you're not the owner of the copyright, you will not be receiving any funds. So it's all about who owns the copyright. And later I'm going to explain how owning your copyrights is like owning real estate. All right? I am Red Spade, and this is The Product. Do me a solid, subscribe, like, share, and alert yourself for the next episode. And don't forget to check out my other channels, Ambition, Details, and Bars. You guys take care.